What's up YouTube? Capital G here, looking at some new Red Eye support that's coming out in this brand new pack for the OCG. This is Duelist Pack Duelist Legends. It's got your boy Janoche-chan, aka Joey Wheeler, right there on the pack. And I'm kind of excited because I've always been a fan of Red Eyes. I did think that Red Eyes got a little bit of the shaft. A couple of reasons. Number one, Joey didn't get the duel and Dark Side of Dimensions, which I was just kind of like, oh, that's a, it's kind of like a wasted opportunity. And two, because if you look at the three big iconic monsters from Yu-Gi-Oh! DM, not talking about like the God cards or anything like that, I'm talking about Red Eyes, Black Dragon, Blue Eyes, White Dragon, and Dark Magician. They all got their own booster sets. Obviously, Red Eyes got Clash of Rebellion, Blue Eyes got Shining Victories, and then the one that I played, Dark Magician, got the Dark Illusion. But the thing was, Yugi and Kaiba not only got their own 10s and their structure decks and whatnot. Well, structure decks don't really count, but they got more cards in the movie pack, and Red Eyes didn't really get anything else. So I feel like Red Eyes kind of got shafted. Now, Red Eyes are going to get more support. Obviously, that's what I'm going to talk about, but I'm not sure that this was the support that it needed, because it kind of feels like it's taking Red Eyes in a weird new direction, which I don't know. Clash of Rebellions isn't really that old. It seems like you should have just kept going down that path. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at the cards. First off, we have a new fusion that I actually like a lot. It's called Red Eyes / Dragon. Level 7, Dark Dragon, of course, 2800 attack, 2400 defense. So the stat line, especially for a level 7, is really, really good. This requires a Red Eyes Black Dragon plus a warrior type monster. I don't think that that's that hard to meet. And especially considering you have Red Eyes Fusion, this should be quite easy to get out. When a Red Eyes monster, that includes this, declares an attack, you can target one warrior monster in your graveyard, equip it to this card as an equip card, and it gains this effect. Let's see. The equipped monster gains 200 attack. So basically, if you use Red Eyes Fusion, and you attack with this / Dragon, just bring back the warrior that you just used to fuse with it, and this guy will be at 3000 attack, which again, for a level 7 monster, is really damn good. The second effect is during the player's turn, when an effect of a card that targets a card you control is activated, you can send one equipped card you control to the graveyard, negate that activation, and if you do, destroy it. This is a really, really good effect, and I like it because it doesn't just protect itself from targeting effects like, I guess, a Trident or Dimensional Barrier, Ring of Destruction, Evac, Book of Moon, whatever, but it protects your back row. If your opponent wants to use Twin Twister or anything, Mystical Space Typhoon, Galaxy Cyclone, Cosmic Cyclone, etc., etc., I think that's a really good effect, and considering all your Red Eyes has to do is just declare an attack to get an equip card, makes it seem very easy to negate stuff. Effect number 3, if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, special summon from your graveyard as many monsters that were equipped to this card as possible. That's really good. At minimum, it should be at least one, but the trap makes it very easy to get a couple of them. So I actually think that this new / Dragon is really easy and very practical. I actually like this card a lot. Then we got the Red Eyes Baby Dragon. I can't say that it looks adorable. I mean, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Red Eyes Toon Dragon a little bit, or the Toon Red Eyes Dragon. So it's level 3 Dark Dragon, 1200 attack, 700 defense. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck, and if you do, equip this card as an equipped card to that card, from your graveyard to that monster. It gains 300 attack. All right, so if you bring out one of your Red Eyes monsters straight from your deck, if you bring out one of the level 7 dragons, you basically will have a, 2700 attacker? I think that's pretty good. I kind of wish that if it was destroyed by a card effect, it would have activated too, because, you set this card, people might Regeki it or Kaiju Interrupted Slumber or whatever. Effect 2, if this card that was equipped to a monster is sent to the graveyard, you can add one level 1 dragon type monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Okay, so this effect I think is a little just weird. The only level 1 monster that Red Eyes has traditionally ran is the Black Stone of Legends. So, I mean, I get it that you can search one from your deck, but it just seems extremely limited in what it can actually search. Unless you're playing a whole bunch of other level 1 dragons that I don't know about, it seems like you really only have one target. It's fine because you can get it from deck or graveyard. It's just, it would have been nice to get like some other stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't run that many copies of this, maybe like a one of. Then we have the Red Eyes Metal Knight Gearfried, obviously because Gearfried was played by Joey on the anime, and pretty much gotta run a couple of warriors in the deck, otherwise you're not going to be summoning / Dragon. This is 1800 attack, 1600 defense. Once per turn, if this card is equipped by an equipped card, you can destroy that equipped card. Then you can destroy one spell, trap, or trap card your opponent controls. Dude, they really need to unban like Butterfly Dagger. I know of the FTKs, they're as old as dirt, but seriously, this card is just screaming Butterfly Dagger abuse. It would be so nice. Effect number 2, once per turn, you can send one equipped card you control that is equipped to this card to the graveyard, then target one level 7 or lower red eyes monster in your graveyard, special summon it. As nice as the MST effect is, this effect is way better because this can get the fusion back from the graveyard, and that's what it's about. Like, would you rather get an MST on your opponent, or would you rather get you know, a 2800 monster from your graveyard? Like, I'll take the 2800 monster and just kill you. I think that that is a much better I think that's a much better play. I think this card is definitely good for the new direction of Red Eyes. If you're going to run the new direction of Red Eyes, you're going to want to run this. And then the last card is Red Eyes Fang with Chain. Everybody keeps telling me this card is amazing. I haven't actually figured out why. I've been trying to research it for like the last 20 minutes. I still don't get it. Normal trap card, it says target one Red Eyes monster you control. Equip this card to that target. It can make 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. Okay, so I think a lot of people are seeing that and they're like, oh my god, I can do so much battle damage. The thing is, you do realize if you just like attack a monster, like let's just say you have your Slash Dragon and you attack over, I don't know, a regular 1800 vanilla monster, that you do realize the monster's just gonna die, right? There will be no second attack. The difference between this card and something like Lunar Light Panther Dancer is Panther Dancer specifically says that the first time a monster would be destroyed by battle on your opponent's side of the field, that it's not. This card doesn't do that. So I don't really see that many times where, you know, your opponent has something like a Spirit Reaper on the field, like a monster that can't be destroyed by battle. Usually if you run something over, it just dies and that's the end of it. So I don't really see this first effect as like that amazing. Now, if it just let your monster have 2 attacks, that'd be awesome, but it has to be 2 attacks on monsters. The second effect I think is like super confusing, and I don't really see it being that practical. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard, then target one effect monster on the field, equipped it to the monster that it was equipped to. While equipped with this effect, that monster's attack and defense become the same as the monster equipped to it. Okay, that is fucking confusing. So the way that I understand this, maybe I'm understanding this wrong. Let's say your opponent has, I don't know, an Ignister or something like that, and you have this Red Eyes Gearfried. My understanding is that you could send this card to the graveyard, and then you'd make their Ignister have the same attack as your Red Eyes Gearfried, so it would be 1800, which is, I guess, cute. But then, like, I get all you're doing is like clashing. You're basically just trading monsters at that point. You're not getting over their monsters. So I don't know. Everybody keeps telling me this card is so amazing. I just don't see it. They're like, oh, it gives you so many OTK potential. And I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe you guys just leave it in the comment section below why this card is amazing, because I'm not really seeing it. I'm seeing it in the sense that it's an equip card and you can send it to the graveyard with Gearfried to like summon Slash Dragon back. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that Red Eyes obviously work around equip cards now, but I'm not seeing why this card is actually amazing. Like it should have given Red Eyes, like, I don't know, it should have given like the monster it was equipped to, like, I don't know, like 700 attack or something. Like then it would have actually done something. The thing about Red Eyes and this new support is, I think a couple of these cards are okay. I think Slash Dragon is actually a very good card. I think that it's a very good standalone card. I mean, well, you do have to run Warriors in the deck, so you will have to change the direction. But I just wonder why Konami has taken Red Eyes in this new weird direction. If you think about Red Eyes, Red Eyes was supposed to be like a burn deck. Like, you know what I mean? Like the monster, the big fusion that comes out of Clash of Rebellions, like it does a bunch of burn damage, and these monsters all had like these burn effects. And then Konami started giving them Geminis, which was like, okay, I guess. And now they're working around like equip cards. So it's weird because it feels like Red Eyes is having like this identity crisis. Like it seems like Konami's trying to take the deck in so many weird directions, and that almost never works in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like it only works in Yu-Gi-Oh! When your support is like near broken, or when the deck has already established a history of like great success. People have to understand, when you look at Red Eyes, Blue Eyes, and Dark Magician, Red Eyes is the only deck that was not like competitive. Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, I mean, Blue Eyes won Worlds, Blue Eyes was top NYCS's, Dark Magician won a couple of regionals. It's topped a lot of regionals. When I say top, I mean top 8. Red Eyes never really did anything, so I don't know. It seems like the Red Eye support needed to be really, really good, and it needed to be kind of in line of what the decks direction was with Clash of Rebellion, not really take the deck in a new direction, because to even run Slash Dragon, you have to incorporate warriors into your deck. And it's like, how much of this stuff are you supposed to be able to fit in with the old Clash of Rebellion stuff and still make a coherent deck when the deck wasn't already competitive to begin with? So I don't know. I'm not trying to sound sour on Red Eyes. I think that this new support is interesting, but I don't think it's going to make it competitive. I just think that I thought it was kind of weird that they took it in a new direction when the old direction didn't even work. And I don't know, they should have just kind of stayed the course and kept Red Eyes as kind of like a beatdown / burn deck instead of trying to make it work around like equip cards and whatnot. So you guys let me know. I still think that this card's good. I think that the Gear Freed's pretty good. Baby Dragon and this card, you guys got to explain to me why this card's so amazing, because I'm just not seeing it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and subscribe if you have not already.